Why Serena Williams was never the queen of grass courts. The crown she never claimed. Cue dramatic music. Picture this, a royal procession on the lush, perfectly manicured lawns of Wimbledon. The sun is shining. The strawberries are overpriced, and the crowds are buzzing like bees in a botanical garden. Out walks Serena Williams, dressed in regal white, racket in hand, her aura blazing like a supernova. You can almost hear the announcer bellowing, "All rise for Her Majesty, the Queen of Tennis." Except, plot twist, she isn't actually the queen of grass courts. Hold up, Serena Williams is undeniably the GOAT. She's ruled hard, and clay courts with unmatched power and presence. But when it comes to grass courts, especially Wimbledon, her dominance isn't as clear-cut. Let's explore why, despite her greatness, Serena never truly reigned as the queen of grass. The grass court myth, where speed meets slippery. To understand why Serena never claimed this green throne, you need to first understand grass courts. Imagine trying to run a marathon on an ice rink while dodging flying tennis balls. That's what playing on grass is like. The ball skids low, moves fast, and makes rallies shorter than a TikTok attention span. Grass rewards, big serves, fast reflexes, nimble footwork. Here's where things get a bit bumpy for Serena. Sure, she had one of the biggest serves in tennis history, a weapon of mass destruction, really. But grass also demands quick, agile footwork and short bursts of flexibility. That wasn't exactly Serena's sweet spot. Her game was built for power, not pirouettes. If she were a superhero, she'd be the Hulk, not Spider-Man. While she's won 7 Wimbledon titles, yes, that's impressive, we're not crazy. The real grass court queens, like Martina Navratilova or Steffi Graf, were born on grass. Serena had to survive it. The inconvenient truth: injuries and timing. You know what's not fun on grass? Knees, ankles, hamstrings. Basically every part of your body that doesn't bounce like a tennis ball. Throughout her career, Serena had a love-hate relationship with her lower limbs. Grass courts are less forgiving than your high school ex. They're bouncy but unpredictable. And every time Serena had momentum going into the grass season, injuries would pop up like uninvited guests at a wedding. Let's not forget Wimbledon 2011, where she returned from a year off due to a life-threatening pulmonary embolism on grass. And 2021, a heartbreaking first-round retirement due to a slip and injury. The All England club might look posh and proper, but for Serena, it was often a minefield in Louboutin heels. Grass gave her glory, sure, but also bruises, tears, and a lot of what-ifs. Game style, clash. Grass is for the foxes, Serena's a lion. Let's talk style, darling. Grass loves versatility. Slice it, dice it, chip it, flip it. Think drop shots, serve and volley, sneaky angles, surprise attacks. Now think about Serena. Baseline blaster, heavy topspin, relentless aggression. Her style is like going to a knife fight with a rocket launcher. Effective? Absolutely. Elegant on grass? Not always. Compare that to someone like Martina Navratilova, who would pirouette at the net like she was auditioning for Swan Lake. Or Steffi Graf, slicing forehands so low they could limbo under a penny. Serena bulldozed opponents, but grass courts like to whisper, not shout. The Wimbledon paradox: she conquered but didn't dominate. Now here's where it gets spicy. Serena won Wimbledon 7 times. That's just 2 behind Martina Navratilova's 9. So why are we saying she wasn't the queen? Because it's not just about winning, it's about owning. Let's break it down. Martina won 6 Wimbledons in a row, 1982 to 1987. That's not a crown. That's a dictatorship. Serena's titles? Spread out over 14 years, 2002 to 2016, never more than 2 in a row. She never had a true era of dominance at Wimbledon. She'd win, then fall early the next year. She'd reach finals, then get outfoxed by trickier players like Garbiñe Muguruza or Angelique Kerber. Grass never let her get comfortable. It kept her on her toes, literally. If you've stayed with us this far, it means you've found value in this video. Please support us by liking and subscribing, and don't forget to check the link in the description for some incredible supplements to boost your performance. Now, let's get back to the video. The Serena aura wasn't as strong on grass. Here's the part that makes fans squirm. The Serena aura, that terrifying, soul-shattering presence, was slightly muted on grass. On hard courts, hello Australian and US Opens, players would shrink like scared hamsters. On clay, they'd try to grind, then get steamrolled. But at Wimbledon, players like Simona Halep would walk in, stare Serena down, and say, "Not today, Queen." Why? Because grass is the great equalizer. Shorter rallies mean less time for Serena to steamroll. It's like a game of Russian roulette. One big sheh. The princesses who upstaged the queen. Now let's throw some tea. Every time Serena looked ready to reclaim her crown at Wimbledon in her later years, a new princess showed up to snatch it. 2018. Angelique Kerber played the match of her life. 2019. Simona Halep summoned the ghost of Navratilova. 2021 and 2022. Injuries, early exits, heartbreak. It was like watching the prom queen walk in and slip on the dance floor. Painful, poetic, and undeniably human. Grass was the one surface where Serena didn't just play tennis. She had to fight the court, the conditions, and her own body. The public perception, legacy versus label. The reason most people don't call Serena the Queen of Grass isn't because of stats. It's because of perception. She's a Grand Slam goddess, but grass courts never felt like her kingdom. They were her proving ground, her wild card, her occasional heartbreak hotel. Martina Navratilova was the queen of grass. Chris Evert was the queen of clay. Serena, she's the queen of everything else. And that's more than enough. She inspired generations, redefined power in the women's game, made tennis mainstream for black girls, moms, and fashionistas alike. But when it comes to that grassy throne, she just never sat on it long enough for the crown to stick. Long live the queen. Just not that queen. So let's raise a glass of whatever classy drink you pretend to enjoy during Wimbledon and toast Serena Williams, not as the Queen of Grass, but as the Empress of Tennis. She didn't need to master grass to be iconic. She just needed to keep being Serena. Fierce, flawed, fabulous, and unstoppable. The fact that she never ruled Wimbledon with an iron racket doesn't diminish her. It makes her story more human, more inspiring. Because even goddesses slip sometimes, especially on grass. If you laughed, learned, or nodded like a Wimbledon line judge, do us a favor. Like this post faster than a Serena serve. Subscribe for more spicy takes and tennis tales. Share it with every tennis lover you know. Especially that one friend who still thinks grass is just a fancier version of AstroTurf. And remember, Serena may not be the queen of grass, but she'll forever be the GOAT.